What is up, guys and gals? I am back again for my every Thursday weekly Walk That Talk. And the reason why I call it Walk the Talk is because I am not going to talk about anything on here that I do not walk the walk on also. There is nothing that I'm going to try to push on you that I don't already push on myself. I'm not going to theoretically tell you things that I'm not sure work. I'm only going to talk about things that I've actually put into action in my own life. Things that have helped me. And the subject I'm talking about today is a subject I've addressed many times before on these videos and other videos, but it's a subject that cannot be talked about enough. It's one that I cannot bring up enough times. The truth is, it's like a plague in our world these days. It's a plague on our society, especially in the US. And what I'm talking about is that victim mentality and entitlement, both of which are very, very strongly related, and is a super big issue in this world today. And I'm going to tell you right now, life is hard enough. It's hard enough dealing with your own issues. It's hard enough dealing with your own fear and getting through your own self-doubt and the resistance that is always pushing back when you try to do something good, because there's always resistance. It's hard enough to deal with that and get through and make things happen without having to add a victim mentality to it, without having to add outside sources as the reasons why you can't get ahead in life. Because the truth is, if you are blaming outside sources, you are not going to get ahead in life, because those are things that you do not have control over. The only things you have control over life is you and your immediate surroundings. And you can change the world just with those, little by little. And I remember back when I was younger, for most of my life, I really had a bad victim mentality, and I had a lot of reason to, and maybe you think you do too, because I was locked up all the time. I was a drug addict. I come from a family with 14 children, and I always complained I didn't get enough attention and this and that, but it's all BS. When it boils down to it, me blaming those outside things is what held me back for years and years. It's what kept me unhealthy. It's what kept me from progressing, from moving forward. You having a victim mentality and blaming anything outside of yourself for your circumstances is basically like building a brick wall around yourself, one that you can't even get out of, because you've put up all these walls around you with things that you cannot change, because you cannot change them. You can change your attitude. You can change that victim mentality. You can stop blaming things outside of yourself, and you can start doing something with your life. And you can start, instead of adding to that victim mentality, instead of adding to that problem that is growing rampantly in this world, you can become part of the solution. And the way to do that is to show people that no matter what those outside sources, those outside forces in your life are pushing on you, no matter how big or how unbeatable you think they are, you can beat them. But it all comes from within you. It has nothing to do with what's outside of you. You have all of the power. So don't add to the problem like most other people in this nation are doing, and blaming outside sources and saying that they're miserable because this person doesn't address their pronouns right, or this person doesn't do this, or this person doesn't do that, or the government's in the way of this, or they tax me too much. It's all BS. There are exceptions to every single rule that you can come up to. No matter what the outside forces are, there are people that fight through them. There are people that conquer them. And I'm proof, because I've done it. So while you're living your life day by day, you got to learn to catch yourself. And when you blame things like your health, outside forces, you blame the government, you blame taxes, you blame police, whatever it is that you're blaming for the issues in your life, it's all bullshit. You have all the power. And as soon as you drop that victim mindset, you can prove it. You can become whatever you want to become. But you ain't gonna get there if you keep playing the victim. Don't you want to be a winner? Don't you want to be the champion of your story? Don't you want to help other people? Don't you want to be a good example? You got this one life. Drop the victim bullshit. I love you guys. I hope you're having an awesome week. And you know I'll be back. Peace.